Broadway favorites right here at home. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Jesse Cline. He's the artistic director for the Media Theater. Thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about the Media Theater before we get into your Broadway series, because this is really a beautiful theater and an opportunity to see some amazing performers without really traveling too far.
Sure. It was built in 1927 as a movie house, and then in 1993 it was renovated and made into a performing arts center, and so we are the music theater company that is there now, and it's kind of a Broadway experience without going to New York. When you walk into the theater, it's absolutely gorgeous. It has the feel of a Broadway house, and of course it's live orchestra, it's professional actors. So just to remind people that they can see a Broadway show in Delaware County and Montgomery County and Chester County without having to go to New York.
And it's a 600-seat house, or a sizable theater.
Yes, totally. Totally, 650 actually.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some of the upcoming shows, because you always bring in some favorites.
Yes.
And I want to talk a little bit about Annie. This was one of my favorites growing up, but you're having Wanda Sykes come in to be Miss Hannigan.
Yes, we're so excited about that. And when I think of Wanda playing Miss Hannigan, I'm laughing already, so it should be a great experience. And she actually saw my production of Rent last spring, and in a conversation after the show, I said, you know, Wanda, you would be terrific as Miss Hannigan. And she actually thought I was joking. So a couple of months later, I texted her and I said, well, are you ready to play Miss Hannigan? And she thought about it, and she said yes. So we're so excited, and all the orphans, we have cast the orphans. We haven't cast everyone yet, but we've cast the orphans, and they're very, very excited. As a matter of fact, we had people auditioning for Annie and the orphans from all over the country, from Texas and from Washington State, and there was one from Utah. So it's garnered a lot of I guess, publicity already, and even a little blip in the New York Times. So
that's just one of the things that we'll be able to see at the Media Theater. Wanda Sykes featured in your production of Annie. You're bringing back a favorite, Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes, it's currently playing. It's with Patrick Lute. He does a great job, and audiences are having a good time.
All right, The Last 5 Years, not a show that everyone knows, but you say this is a wonderful show with some wonderful performers.
Yes, I think the story is of a marriage of 5 years that begins to kind of not do well, I guess. But it starts at the end of the marriage, and it comes back toward the beginning of the marriage. And it features Jenny Eisenhower, who is a terrific, terrific actor, and she's a Philadelphia actor. And we're always happy to use Philadelphia actors when we can.
The Who's Tommy is another one of the shows as part of your Broadway series. What can we expect for this? Because when I've seen the show, it is a big production.
It is a huge production. We're already thinking about Pinball Wizard and all of that, but it is a show that appeals to everyone, those who remember it and those who are just beginning to know the music, and it appeals to everyone. And the last time we did it, it was a sellout, so we're having a great time beginning to think about it, I guess.
All right, and we just have a minute left, but if people are interested in the shows, they can just visit your website or give you a call. A few seconds left, but how do you choose what will be part of your series?
Well, we always try to do something in the fall that kind of has the flavor of the fall, like Jekyll Hyde. Then during the holiday season, we always try to do a family show, because many families can't or don't come to the theater except maybe as a treat during the holiday season. So we certainly want to give them something that appeals to them.
All right, thank you so much, Jesse.
My pleasure.
We've been talking with Jesse Cline. I'm Jill Horner.